Look up at the night sky. It's a breathtaking canvas of countless stars, each one a sun, many with planets of their own. Our galaxy, the Milky Way, contains hundreds of billions of stars. Beyond that, there are trillions of galaxies. The numbers are so vast, they defy comprehension. For decades, scientists have scanned these stars, listening for a signal, a whisper, any sign that we are not alone. Yet all they've found is a profound, echoing silence. This silence is the heart of a chilling cosmic mystery known as the Fermi paradox. If the universe is so vast and so old, where is everybody? Why does the cosmos appear so lifeless, so utterly dead? One of the most unsettling and profound explanations for this cosmic silence is a concept known as the Great Filter. It's a theory that suggests there is a massive, almost insurmountable barrier somewhere along the long road from simple, non-living matter to a spacefaring, galaxy-spanning civilization. This filter is a hurdle so high that almost no form of life ever makes it past. It could be a single event, a specific evolutionary step, or a technological threshold that is incredibly difficult to overcome. The existence of this filter would explain why we see no evidence of advanced alien civilizations. It implies that either life is exceptionally rare, or civilizations inevitably destroy themselves before they can reach for the stars. The truly terrifying part of this theory isn't just the existence of the filter, but its location relative to us. There are two primary possibilities, and each one carries monumental implications for the future of humanity. One possibility is that the Great Filter is behind us. This is the optimistic, albeit lonely scenario. It suggests that one of the steps we have already taken in our evolutionary journey was incredibly astronomically improbable, perhaps the very origin of life itself. The leap from non-living chemicals to the first self-replicating cell was the filter. For life to begin, the right molecules had to assemble in the right environment, with the right energy source, in a precise sequence that may happen only once in a galaxy, or even once in the entire observable universe. If this were the case, it would mean that while planets may be common, life itself is the ultimate cosmic lottery ticket, and we are its sole winners. Another candidate for a past filter could be the development of complex eukaryotic cells, the building blocks of all plants and animals. For billions of years, life on Earth was just simple, single-celled bacteria. The leap to a more complex cellular structure with a nucleus and specialized organelles was a monumental event. One that may be exceedingly rare elsewhere. Or maybe the filter was the emergence of consciousness and intelligence. The development of a brain capable of abstract thought, language, and tool use allowed us to dominate our planet. This level of cognitive ability might be a fluke, a one-off evolutionary accident that other life forms simply never achieve. If the Great Filter is indeed in our past, it means we are special. It means that humanity is precious, perhaps unique in this vast, silent galaxy. We are the first, and possibly the only species to have made it this far. The universe could be our inheritance, an empty stage, waiting for us to populate it. This view paints humanity as a beacon of hope in a desolate cosmos. The sole bearers of consciousness with a responsibility to survive, thrive, and carry the torch of life out into the darkness. But there is another, far more sobering possibility. What if the Great Filter is not behind us? What if the hardest part is yet to come? This is the truly dreadful scenario, the one that keeps astronomers and philosophers awake at night. It suggests that the path we are on has been trodden by countless potential civilizations before us, all of whom reached a certain point and then, without exception, failed. They all hit the same wall. A future filter could take many forms. It might be a technological one. Perhaps the development of a certain technology, like artificial superintelligence or advanced nanotechnology, inevitably leads to self-destruction. An AI that rapidly outpaces its creators could see them as a threat or an irrelevance, and simply eliminate them. Self-replicating nanobots, designed for a beneficial purpose, could run amok and convert the entire planet into a gray, lifeless mass in a matter of days. The filter could also be societal or political. As a species develops global capabilities, it also develops the capacity for global self-annihilation. Nuclear war, for instance, remains a terrifyingly plausible end for our civilization. Perhaps every advanced species eventually succumbs to internal conflicts. Factionalism and warfare using their powerful technologies to obliterate themselves before they can ever achieve peaceful interstellar cooperation. It's a grim thought that the very intelligence that allows a species to build rockets and radios also makes it prone to self-destruction. Another potential future filter could be environmental. A civilization might become so successful at exploiting its home planet's resources that it inevitably triggers a catastrophic environmental collapse from which it cannot recover. Runaway climate change, irreversible pollution, or the depletion of essential resources could create a planet that is no longer habitable for the species that dominated it. In this scenario, civilizations are like a flash in the pan, burning brightly for a few thousand years before exhausting their world and fading into oblivion. If the great filter is ahead of us, then the silence in the cosmos is not a sign of our uniqueness, but a warning. It is the sound of a graveyard of civilizations that reached our current level of development and went no further. Every signal we send out into space, proudly announcing our existence, could be a naive cry from a species walking blindly toward a predictable and unavoidable doom. So, where does that leave us? Are we the fortunate survivors who have already passed the test, or are we the next in a long line of cosmic failures? The evidence is not yet clear. The fact that life arose relatively early in Earth's history might suggest that the origin of life isn't the primary filter. The long period before complex life evolved, however, could point to that step as a significant hurdle. When we look at our own civilization, we see both hope and peril. We have achieved incredible things. We have walked on the moon, we have mapped the human genome, and we have created a global web of information. We possess a deep curiosity and a drive to explore that could one day carry us to other stars. Yet we also stand on a precipice. We are confronted with climate change, the threat of nuclear war, and the unpredictable consequences of rapidly advancing technologies. We are arguably the most dangerous thing that has ever happened to our planet, and we are also a danger to ourselves. The Great Filter Theory forces us to confront the fragility of our existence. It reframes our place in the universe, transforming the empty cosmos from a place of infinite possibility into a potential crime scene or a future tomb. It tells us that survival is not guaranteed. The ultimate question is whether we can be the exception. Can humanity navigate the challenges ahead? Can we manage our powerful technologies, overcome our self-destructive tendencies, and become wise and sustainable stewards of our planet? The answer will determine our fate. If we succeed, we may one day break the great cosmic silence and fill the galaxy with life and consciousness. If we fail, we will simply become another silent data point, another piece of evidence for the terrifying power of the Great Filter. The universe is watching, and the choice is ours. Thank you for watching. If you find these cosmic questions as fascinating as I do, be sure to subscribe to Space Repo for more deep dives into the mysteries of our universe.